Hey everyone, this is David from Blackboard Developer Support. In this video, we're gonna talk about recordings. You should already have seen the first and the second part of this video. This one is pretty short. I wanted to leave it in a different part because I didn't want to mix that because maybe it is a lot of information. At the same time, I just wanted to make sure that we had like a different part to talk about this only because this is the one that everyone wants to look at. Everyone wants to download recordings. We all want to make sure that we're using less and less disk space with the recording. So yeah, this is the place to check that out using our API. So, um, in the previous video, we were checking about Davey, how Davey was in different sessions, which is me, but I'm talking about myself in third person, and how he was in this specific session, but that session had. Oh, these are just sessions. So, these are the sessions for this context. We knew that he was on this one, on this specific session, but that session had three different instances, and within those instances, different people was joining. And Davey was part of the last one, which he's right here. We already looked for him. We filtered by user ID, and we entered the session ID and the instance ID also, which are required path variables. So we already have that data. We know where he was. Now we want that specific recording. So how do we get that? So you should already have this collection downloaded and installed. If you don't, you can find. I already recorded several videos about this, so you can find those videos down in the description. And this part we're gonna see just how to do it. You're gonna see the link also to GitHub to get that information. Okay. So on Git you'll find this, and we're gonna move on now to recordings. So there's a specific place for them recordings. If we want, we can just go ahead and click here on recordings, and if we click send, we're gonna get a bunch of them. There are a lot of those recordings. How can we filter to? Well, we can filter by context. So you're gonna say, hey, I wanna know which which recordings do we have from this specific course. And hey, we actually can. We know what data we need. We need the context ID, and we already got that information on the previous video. So we know we have two. We have this one and this one. So let's just say, for example, that we know Davey was here because he definitely was not part of the Europe Africa. He was just in the Americas call, which is this one. But let's just say that we have no idea. How can we tell? Well, this is about the ID that it has. So we can just go ahead and take a look, and we say, hey, I want to check this information. I can grab this ID, recording ID, and get the recording ID, and it is asking me about it. So it says this is the recording data when it was created and the storage size that it has. This is a brand new one. Um, but we don't know if this is the same. How can we tell if this is the same? Well, you can check by the time it was created and modified. You can check by the name, by the session name, which is already here. Oh, that's not the one. Hackboard demo. This is the one that we want. So yeah, this is the one, Hackboard demo. It has the same name, and those are the ways that you can do it. You can tell now the storage size, which is pretty nice these days. Now, how do I get a link to download that? To download this information? Well, it is a private kind of like endpoint, but you're gonna find out that it's not that private though. So if we just add here slash data, oops, not data, and we just click on send, we're gonna receive a different information, some information that you might find interesting. So the first, you're gonna find three links, but the one that you may want is this one or this one, depending on what you want to do. And we used to have the titles. Now we have the UID, the session instance. This didn't have a profanity filter activated, and there is a duration of it. But this can be used as well to download. The one that you want to download the video is this one, the stream URL. It is right here. You can use it. You can link to this and download the recording and get it. There is more metadata here that you can use as well. But since you already know what this is about because you were looking for it, now you can just go ahead and grab it and download it. This is how you do it. Okay. Now, there's not much to it, to be honest. The other things that you can do are more related to how we query the data, and this is something out of scope. This is just pure usage of Postman, and this is again just a different endpoint that it's there, but we don't have it documented on our site on our Swagger. But it is there. It can be used for this, so you can download the video and MP4. It has audio as well. So, if you have any questions, please just let me know and talk to you in the next one. Bye bye. Don't forget, if any something is not working as it should be, or if you're having any issues or trouble, don't hesitate to contact us to developers@blabber.com, and we will be more than glad to help you out. Have a nice day. Cheers.